Have you ever trusted a doctor so much that you never imagined they could harm you? What if I told you that behind the calm face of a physician was a man responsible for more deaths than some of the most serial killers? This is the real story of Dr. Michael Swango, the doctor who took lives instead of saving them. Michael Swango was born in 1954 in Tacoma, Washington. He grew up in Quincy, Illinois with a reputation for being extremely intelligent but also isolated. He had a disturbing fascination with death even in high school, collecting newspaper clippings of car crashes and murders. After graduating magna cum laude from Quincy University, Swango enrolled in medical program, but things quickly turned odd. His fellow students noticed he was obsessed with violent crime and death. He even bragged about watching autopsies in his free time. Despite complaints from classmates and questionable behavior during clinicals, Swango graduated in 1983 and began his internship at Ohio State University Hospital. Soon after, patients under his care began dying, suddenly and without explanation. Nurse started noticing a patterns. Healthy patients died mysteriously when Swango was on duty. Several nurses reported this to hospital administration, but shockingly, no formal investigation was conducted. Instead of being fired, Swango was allowed to resign. The hospital tries to cover up the issue, fearing a scandal. Shortly after, he took a job as an EMT in Illinois. That's when his colleagues started getting violently ill. Investigators later discovered he was poisoning their food with arsenic. In 1985, Swango was finally caught and convicted, not for murder but for poisoning co-workers. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but the nightmare did not end there. After serving just 2 years, Swango was released on parole. Incredibly, he managed to get another job in the medical field by forging documents and hiding his criminal history. He was hired at a hospital in New York and later in South Dakota. Wherever he worked, unexplained patient death followed. In Africa, while working in Zimbabwe, he was suspected in several more patient deaths. Local doctor grew suspicion. One even reported that healthy patients were collapsing shortly after injections administered by Swango. But he fled the country before formal charges could be made. In 1997, Swango appealed for a job at a New York hospital again. This time, the FBI was alerted. They opened a full investigation, discovering forged documents, false references, and a trail of suspicious deaths across multiple states and countries. He was finally arrested at Chicago's airport while trying to flee the country again. In 2000, Swango pleaded guilty to 4 murders, but investigators believe the real number is much higher, possibly over 60 deaths. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Dr. Michael Swango's case is one of the most chilling examples of how the system failed to stop a killer in a white coat. Despite early warning, he slipped through gaps in medical oversight, changing identities, forging resumes, and moving from hospital to hospital. His story is a terrifying reminder that evil can hide behind trust, intelligence, and a professional title. This was not fiction, This was not a movie, this was real. If this story shocked you, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to never miss another true crime case. Let us know in this comment, should hospital do criminal checks for doctors? Thank you for your time.